Hey guys, it's Will here, welcome back to the channel, and tonight just got a quick unboxing for you, the Eldar Wraithlord. Now I got this for Christmas and wasn't originally going to do an unboxing, but when I got it open I realised there's a few quite interesting things in here. It's actually an interesting kit, and not all is as it initially seems, so I thought it would actually be worth showing you what you get and what you don't get in here. So start with pretty standard, you get your old style GW manual. Not one of the latest new ones, but not necessary. You can do the model from that, no trouble at all. Then, this is interesting, knew it had this, the scenic base that you get with these. Now, personally, I'm not a fan of this. I mean, it looks cool, don't get me wrong, but I have my own basing scheme, and this doesn't fit with it. So either I'd have to mount the model on this, and its base wouldn't fit in with the rest of my army, or I'm going to have to fish out another base this size. I think I've got a spare one from the Venerable Dreadnought I did for my Sives of the Emperor, and work off the standard base for that. But that's no biggie, we can work around that. And then you've got your two sprues. Now, let's have a look at this one first. So this contains most of the main body, the majority of the arms, feet, legs, hands, back, funny bits there. And the first thing that really surprised me about this is that the legs are all one piece. Let's hold them the right way up, like that. So you've got the flexible ball and socket joint at the top, but what caught me out with this was I've seen so many nice conversions of this where the legs have been bent at funny angles, and I assumed you'd have posable knee joints on it, just from the quality of some of the pictures I've seen online. But credit to the guys who've converted this, it actually doesn't have those flexible knee joints. These are a solid piece, so to bend the knees you would actually have to cut the joint and bend it, probably take the whole knee off and turn it like that. Yeah, fair play to anyone who has bent the legs on those. They are not quite as they seem to start with. You've got two different options on feet, so you've got slightly different profiles. Can't really there you go. So like your feet, you can have it flat to the floor or kind of more a running pose. So you've got the flexibility there, you've got the ball and socket joints on there, but you don't actually get posable legs. It was a surprise, I have to say. You get a nice lot of hands though. You get balled fist for each side, open hands for each side, and then this one, which is for the that would be the right hand side, holding the gun. You can mount the gun in that position. Most often you see that done with the Bright Lance in kind of a sniper rifle type pose, but I think you probably could mount any of the guns on there. They all seem to have the same attachment. Yeah, not much else to say. Obviously the detail is what you'd expect from a GW kit. Very high quality. You got this complex rune on the back here. Very sort of high quality kit. Looks like it should be pretty easy to put together. You do get multiple choices on your arms, so I think you've got 4 arms in total. 1, 2, 3, 4, and you obviously only need to use 2 of them, so you've got some choices there as well as the choices of hands. So the upper body of this should be quite posable, and again the arms are all on ball and socket joints in with the shoulder, so you can have it at any angle. And you've got the option on the Wraith Sword as well, which is again a very nice single piece there. Got some lovely detail on that. And you do get all the weapon options, but you don't get duplicates. So you've got the option on flamers or shuriken catapults, which can either be mounted wrist mounted or shoulder mounted, or something else mounted if you're going with the conversion I'm going with, but you will see that in some weeks' time. And then you do get all the heavy weapons, so you've got your Star Cannon, Eldar Missile Launcher, Scatter Laser, Bright Lance and Shuriken Cannon, but you only get 1 of each. And to be honest, most of the builds I've come up with for like weapon loadout for these guys, I would want 2 of the same weapon to really dive into that role. I think splitting the weapons up with weapons that are as specific as these isn't a good option. So you wouldn't, for example, want an Eldar Missile Launcher and a Star Cannon, because then the model isn't focused, it doesn't have a role. And I suppose you could go Bright Lance and Eldar Missile Launcher, it's kind of the same job, maybe Scatter Laser and Star Cannon, But if you're running the shuriken cannon, I think you'd want to run 2 shuriken cannons on this. So yeah, and they're not even the same joint as the standard Eldar vehicles, so you would have to do a little bit of fiddling around to use the ones off a standard Eldar vehicle weapon kit. I mean, it shouldn't be too difficult, you know, nothing that I can't handle, but just a little bit frustrating. I can't just be like, okay, well, I've only got 1 shuriken cannon, but I'll use a spare one from the Falcon, for example. But hey, it is what it is. You know, it's only a minor flaw. You do get 3 different choices of loincloth. Not entirely sure I would want 3 choices of loincloth over having more weapon options, but hey, you know, they are nice, and it means you can have a different aesthetic for the Wraithlords. You know, you've got the very thin ones, you've got these more sort of long, straight ones, and then this big one here. And you've got extra little bits of armour, a little bit of scenic detail for the base, some fins which I believe go on the back. And from the pictures I've seen, if we just flick back to the manual, you can see the weapons can be mounted in a variety of ways. You can have them wrist mounted, shoulder mounted, you can have it sword, without sword. It doesn't show it here, but you can have him holding the weapon across his chest in a rifle pose. Yeah, like that, wrist-mounted weapons. So it is a very flexible kit, and certainly one I'm looking forward to building. As I say, I won't be showing the finished model in this video because I'm going to do some quite heavy conversion work on him if all goes to plan. So look out for that in perhaps a conversion corner further down the line. But anyway, thanks a lot for watching, and I'll see you guys again soon. Bye.